I had a dream well, actually, it was a few years ago, about the rapture that I wanted to share with you. What happened in this dream was it started when I was in my room, my bedroom, and I was sitting in front of my bedroom window, and I have a hope chest there. And I was really, really frustrated about something, but I don't know what that was. Anyway, so I got really frustrated, and I slammed my fist down on my hope chest. And right then, I got this feeling, and I looked up outside the window. I looked up, but before I could see anything, I was instantly changed and floating up in the air. And my first reaction was to look back at the earth because I wanted to see it get smaller and smaller. But the thought of the scriptures of Lot's wife looking back and turning into a pillar of salt, and the other one about, those who look back aren't fit for the plow or for the kingdom of heaven. So that was kind of scary. So I didn't look back just to make sure. As I was going up, I started hearing these whizzing sounds. And what it was were these huge fireballs passing by. And I could see, people in front of me and to my sides and below me, but I couldn't tell their bodies because they just looked like beams of light shooting up into space. When I saw my hands, because my hands and my arms were raised forward in the direction I was going, and they looked the same like they do now, only they had like a glow that was coming from them, and it just kind of illuminated the outside of my body. The fireballs, as they were going by and whizzing, they were huge, and when they first would come by me, I was thinking, my first reaction is to flinch because I was thinking it was going to be hot, but I couldn't feel anything when it went by. I could only hear it, and I was thinking how horrifying for the people who are left on the earth for these fireballs that are coming down to them. And as I was thinking this, I looked forward where the fireballs were coming from, and I saw this huge, dark, billowing cloud. And it was just like billowing, just going over itself and getting bigger and bigger. And inside this cloud was lightning and thunder. And on the other side of the cloud was a really bright light. And I knew that where that light was where God was. And everyone that was around me that I saw was going into the cloud and going through the cloud to the other side where the light was. And I knew that that's where God was. And the closer and closer I got to it, the more nervous I got. And when I was thinking about the fireballs that were going to the earth, I heard a male voice say something about 6 years, like it's been going on for 6 years, or it's been 6 years, something like that. I don't know what that means. If any of you know what that means or has any idea about that, leave a comment, because I would sure like to know what that means. So anyways, that's what they said. And as I was getting closer to the cloud, I was getting more and more nervous, knowing I was about to be face to face with God. And I was trying to comfort myself, to tell myself, the whole reason I'm coming to Him is because He loves me. He's not going to hurt me. But then I was just thinking about how powerful He is, and it was just awe-inspiring. And I just got, more and more nervous the closer I got. And right when I got up to the cloud, I woke up. So that's the dream that I had. I had another dream about 2 months ago, I guess it was. And in that dream, it was really short. I was outside. It seemed like it was a downtown area. I was with my husband and another guy. I don't know who the guy was, but we were talking about something. I don't know what. And I got a weird feeling, and I stepped forward, and I was going to look behind this building that was to my left, and because it just felt like something was happening over there. And I heard this noise, and it sounded like people, I don't know, like if you, I don't know, if you get your wind knocked out of you or something happens really fast, you make this kind of whoop kind of sound. That's what it sounded like. Only it was really, really loud, and it was really quick, and the sound went from like the earth up. It kind of traveled up really quick. And I was thinking inside in the dream that was the dead in Christ rising first. And so I told them, get ready because we're about to go, because the dead in Christ just rose. Get ready, it's about to happen. And then I woke up. So most of my dreams are like that, where it gets right to the point or right in the middle of it happening, and I wake up. the first dream that I just said, that one was pretty exceptional because I actually went all the way through with it, right up to the point of seeing God, but I didn't get to see Him at that point. Anyway, so that's, two of my dreams, and I'll upload some more soon, so stay tuned.